Welcome to Secure the Bag Week 8 NFL Week. What's good?
What's going on, fam?
Oh, nothing much, man. Just another beautiful week. And another chance at some glory. You know what I'm saying? Another chance to secure some bags.
There we go.
That's what it's all about. How are you feeling this week?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I had a pretty good solid a week last week, and in our betting world, you know what I'm saying. So hopefully keep it right this week.
Yes, let's keep this train moving for sure. I did appreciate everybody that tuned in and commented last week. Unc was here. He was talking about a little bit of a spreadsheet. I was hoping to get some more information on what kind of spreadsheet he's putting together. Maybe he's tracking our bags or something like that. So we'll see. But like we always say, we appreciate the love and participation. Don't be afraid to drop your locks in the comments or play along with us as we make these picks. And yeah, put it out there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do our 3 locks for you guys and then run through the whole week 8 NFL schedule. So
Yep.
there it is. No more disclaimers, I don't think. But we'll go ahead and get it started like we always do. We have our little typical example right here. So, we have the line, the total, and then the money line. The line is, what team has to win by. The favorite team has to win by. So that -3 means that's the favorite team, and they have to win by more than 3 for that wager to cash. The total, the sum of both teams' score. So in this case, 42 points total being scored. You pick whether you think it's going to go over that or you were going to go under that. And then last week we talked a little bit about futures and, doing futures placed on placed on something in the future, like World Series, like NHL, that type of thing. So I did want to ask you, Strizzy, for our little fun thing this week. Have you heard of Mattress Mac?
Yeah, dog. The Astros, and was it 34 million or something like that? Like,
Yeah, so actually 39. So we're gonna introduce you guys to Mattress Mac. This is like a big dude right now in the betting world, kind of. And it's just a funny story to me. He makes his money from a furniture store. He literally sells mattresses, like Tempur-Pedic mattresses and things like that. And he had actually put well, he's a famous bettor, right? He won money
right?
when the Astros
He's
won
won up some
he's won
huge
big
bets.
things. For
Yeah,
instance, last year he won $3.6 million on the Bucks winning the Super Bowl. So he's big time into this betting thing. He makes big bets. And he is in line to make the US sports betting history.
yeah.
If the Astros win, he will win $39 million. So he put about 3.1 million back in June on the Astros, and he's placed a little bit more along the way. But he's in line to make 39 million if the Astros win. So that's crazy. And then Bobby, shout out to Bobby in the building.
Yeah,
And he said, yeah, he's gonna win all that money. And it's crazy. But one thing we do want to talk about is like hedging your bets, how you can hedge your bets. And this is very interesting though. I was reading up about him a little bit. He actually has this promotion going on in his stores where if the Astros win a World Series and you've bought a bed from him during the season over $3,000, he will actually refund you the money. So right now he's been selling mattresses like crazy. So it's almost going against him, right? But if the Astros do win, he says he's got about $15 million worth of mattresses that he'll have to refund if they win. But he's in line to make 39 million, so he's still clearing plenty of money.
exactly.
And let's say the Astros lose, well, that 3.1 that he's put on the Astros is covered in his mattress sales.
For sure.
So like this dude is just crazy. He's taking this whole business and like hedging your bets to a whole new level. But definitely shout out to Mattress Mac. That's just crazy to me though.
Dude,
I'm
genius.
like, he's sold $15 million worth of mattresses, and he's like, if I have to pay him back, it's all good. And he said the plan is right now because he's like, we're gung ho, like the Astros are gonna win it, and he's like, he loves it because he can kind of share his winnings with everybody that's basically his customers. And he's gonna do parties where he's like invites everybody to like big parties at the mattress stores in order to get their refund and like make it a big celebration. So
Yeah,
I'm like, this dude's smart, man. That's crazy. So
that's wild.
So that was our little fun thing for today. Though, wanted to talk a little bit about Mattress Mac, and honestly, I'm rooting for him, dude. I'm like, that's
Dude, me
cool,
too.
man.
Me
That's
too.
cool. So, all right, let's get into a quick recap of last week. Strizzy, man, oh man, you did your thing. The Raiders easily covered on the Eagles for you, and then unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, you were right on this one. The
I
Panthers
know.
just the Panthers just fell flat. And then also the Lions covering that big spread. You know,
It
they
was
only lost
close.
by 9.
It
They
was
only lost.
close.
They had one more score to give there. But Great job, man. That's 3 locks last week, so definitely got to give a quick shout out to you on that one. That's our first
I know.
sweep. So
Yeah.
last week you had 2 locks and a push too. So I'm like, man, you're on a hot streak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
man.
almost copied all your locks this week.
Dude, so me and David, he doesn't watch college football anymore, right? He stopped watching a little while ago. But every week he always asks for my picks in college football. And so far throughout these, I've only missed one. I've only had one not go for me. So college football has been big for me too. We gotta start adding some more stuff, and then basketball starting to go on, so but like my college football locks have actually been a lot better than my pro football locks, but
That's crazy. Yeah. Maybe
sports
we'll
are
do
good.
that. Maybe we'll do like our 3 NFL locks and then like an alternate lock where it could just be hockey, basketball,
Yeah,
whatever, something like that to kind of mix it up. That's true. Because as we know, this sports betting thing goes much beyond just football.
for
So
sure, man. It's all year.
yeah, but great job with that. Let's click over to mine real quick. Now that the Patriots came through for me, they actually put a whoop down on the Jets.
Yeah, you did.
This was our big heads up lock, man. I was trying to give faith in your squad, but I
Yeah, I
definitely missed that
know.
one. And
Believe
then
me, man. I wanted to be wrong on this one. Believe me.
yeah, I was like, dang, Strizzy tripping. And then when I seen the scores, I was like, dang, the Panthers tripping.
Yeah, for real.
I was like, what happened?
That is wild right now, dog.
Oh man, so that might play into my locks for this week. But and then the Dolphins, man, they held on for me. They were in line to win the game. They were up by 1. The Falcons kicked a late field goal to win by 2, but that spread covered me. So
Yeah, it was close.
So they came in clutch for me on that one. But with that being said, the triple bag for Strizzy up to 13 bags on the year. And then my little 2 bags, that gets me to 8. I'm still behind, but you know what I'm saying? I'm loving it. I'm loving the pace that you're setting for us, Strizzy. Keep that up for sure. So let's go through what you got this week.
Yeah.
Let's tell us about these.
Yes, sir. All right, so the first one, the Jets were not only one of the worst teams in the league, they also just lost their rookie quarterback. You know what I mean? So Bengals are rolling. The offense looks good, and the defense actually looks pretty good too. Like they actually look like a really balanced team. So I think they can beat the Jets by 10 easy, hopefully.
Gotcha. Yeah, the Jets are looking pretty bad, and Bengals, that was a big win last week. So
for sure. Let's see. Chargers are coming off of a tough loss, and the Patriots are coming on top of a huge win. But I still think the Chargers are a really good team in this league this year. But they're not blowing anybody out, and the Patriots are starting to get rolling a little bit. So I think the Chargers win, but I think it's closer than 5.
Yeah, I feel you. Chargers are not left for dead yet. I mean,
right.
I feel you, but that should be a close game. That should be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now these are your new darlings, huh?
Yeah, it's their time. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't expect them to win last week, even with the huge spread. But I feel like this is their game. They're at home. Eagles are a struggling team too. They actually, they actually started off on the Rams pretty good. They had like a 10-0 lead, 13-0 lead, something like that, and the Rams came back and kind of demolished them a little bit. But they're starting to play a little bit better. New coaching staff, new quarterback, all that kind of fun stuff. So I hopefully they can get this dub this week. I think they get this dub. Yeah. They actually win.
I'm rooting for them to win outright too, but with that 3.5 point spread, then I think you might be in the clear there. So I like it. All right, let's jump over to mine real quick. I'll run through mine real quick. Tonight, the Packers, the Cardinals. I think this is a really close game. I think that the Cardinals could, very easily win this game. But when I see a 6.5 point underdog and Aaron Rodgers is on that team, I'm just like, man, I don't really care who's missing out of his wide receivers. Like, I'm seeing Robert Tonyan having like 2 touchdowns, man. The tight end will have a big game or something will happen.
Yep.
Green Bay will be close in this.
It's just
yeah, exactly. Like I'm like I just I'm kind of on the Cardinals bandwagon, but I don't know if I trust them in this spot. At least to win big, 7 points is kind of a lot. I feel like it'll be closer. It'll be 3 points, 4 points. I feel like, even if Aaron Rodgers gets the ball late, he'll have something to say about trying to move the ball and get it close. So
exactly, I agree.
Yeah, so I'm going with the Packers on that one. This next one, the Falcons, Panthers. I kind of hope I'm wrong on this one, honestly. I hope the Panthers come bounce back a little bit, but the Falcons, I have noticed, have been scoring a lot of points, and then the Panthers, they have been struggling this past couple weeks. And I do hope that all this talk hasn't affected Sam Darnold's mentality, but it does look like, they're officially moving on from him, sooner rather than later.
Right.
Whether that's whether it doesn't look like it's going to be Watson, but it still looks like they're going to be looking for different options there. So,
Yeah, man.
um,
Just to
so
touch a super quick base on that, like I'm really
yeah,
hoping, like, I know we wanted to talk to Watson, face to face. I don't know how that's going to happen in the middle of the season while he's still on the Texans roster, but there's a lot of quarterbacks looking to sign elsewhere next season. So hopefully we can try to grab one of them and focus on the offensive line in the draft. So I'm with you. I actually do have the Atlanta Falcons winning too on our pick 'em, but hopefully the Panthers can turn things around.
yeah. Hopefully they can shake it up. Um, this next one, the Titans and the Colts. I know this is a division game; those are kind of tough, but this spread really 1.5. That's like a pick 'em to me. And I feel
Basically,
like if you're gonna give me even odds, I'm taking the Titans in this one, coming off of a big win.
two
And
big wins.
yeah, actually, yeah, that's true. Coming off of two big wins where they've just been looking good. And the
Yeah.
Colts are just, they do well enough. They run the ball well enough. But that 49ers game was kind of a farce as far as like with the weather and the way things played out.
Mm-hmm.
The Colts usually don't score a lot on offense, and Titans defense has been playing well. I got the Titans in this one. I was actually surprised that the line was this close. So
So was I actually, and I think it's that close because the Colts are at home and it's a
mhm.
division game. But I'm with you. That spread is practically like that's practically a pick 'em. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like at this point, and the odds and the spread are always more favorable than just picking the Titans outright. So I'm taking the spread on that one too. I'm with you on that.
yeah, yeah, for sure. All right, and then let's go ahead and move on to our next week's. Bobby, appreciate you. He says the Chiefs are a lock. They have to. But man, I think I almost picked the Chiefs. I wanted to pick the Chiefs as a lock, but I think they're a 14-point favorite
Yeah, 14
over the
points.
Giants. So that's just that's kind of heavy, And the Giants are like a weird team where they just like they surprise sometimes. But let's go ahead and look at our our other games and stuff. Let's go ahead and do the full week 8 schedule, those ones that weren't locks as well. And we'll start off with Thursday night. Like I said tonight, the Green Bay Packers at the Arizona Cardinals. All signs are pointing towards the Cardinals for this one. I do actually think that the Green Bay Packers can win this game, and I am picking them not only as my lock, but I think I am picking them to win outright as well. I
Are
think
you?
they'll surprise tonight.
I'm with you, man. It's weird. It's like I agree with everything you literally just said. It's gonna be a little bit tough. Aaron Rodgers is missing literally all three of his starting receivers, man. All of them. Like he's
Mhm.
Lazard, Scalding, and Devontae Adams. So like I don't
Still
know.
got Randall Cobb. That's the old squad.
Yeah. He's got Randall Cobb. He's got the rookie. He's got Jones too. I'd say one of my locks too is look at the over under on Jones's receptions.
Receptions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
receptions because he's gonna get the ball a lot. He's gonna get checked down to quite a bit. I feel like I'm taking the Cardinals in this. I feel like I think the Cardinals are going to be that NFL team that the NFL wants to be undefeated for a couple more weeks. You know what I'm saying? But dude, I'm with you, man. This is a trap game for me. I feel like with everything against Green Bay, somehow Aaron Rodgers can still come out here and get this victory. So it's
Right.
gonna be tough.
Yeah. No, I feel it. And especially because it's like, I don't know. I get weary when things like this happen in sports. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're the undefeated team. They're in the prime time. They're at home. You know what I'm saying? It's like, they're a big favorite against like a classic franchise. So it's like,
Right.
I don't know. We'll see
Exactly.
though.
You're right.
I definitely think it'll be a fun game to watch though. So I'm definitely gonna be tuning in for that one
Oh, for sure.
tonight. So
For sure. And
all
the
right.
Cardinals might take some they might actually kind of like play down to the competition a little bit, thinking that they got this in the bag and slip up and fumble it.
Right, yeah. You never know, but we'll be watching that one for sure. And then Sunday morning, let's go ahead and start with this one. Oh, this is that first game. Carolina Panthers at Atlanta Falcons. Falcons are my lock. I'm going with them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I agree with you. I'm not going for the Atlanta Falcons, but I'm going with the Atlanta Falcons too. They're at home, coming off a bye week, and they're playing, bro. They're playing well. Not coming off a bye week, but they're playing well offensively, like you said. And Carolina's got a lot of things to figure out on offense. And I don't know if we fix it this week,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
All right. This next one seems pretty straightforward. Miami at Buffalo.
Yeah, this was actually one of my locks that I wanted to pick, but went away from it because it is kind of a big one. But the last time they beat Miami 35-0, they were in Miami. Now they're back at home, coming off a bye week and a loss. Like I think they're pretty heated. I think they get that. I think they're at negative 14.5 too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm definitely going with the Bills on that one as well. San Francisco 49ers at Chicago Bears.
This one's tough, man. Frisco hasn't looked very good, but the Chicago offense hasn't looked very great either. I'm taking Chicago, but only because they're at home. No other real reason.
Got you. Yeah, I'm taking San Francisco, but I'm kind of with you. Like this is a coin flip for me. Really
Yeah,
could go either way. I just think Chicago's offense is just a little bit too rough to get anything going. San Francisco should be able to gut out some points
true,
against Chicago. Look for Debo Samuel early and often.
true.
This next one is a tough one for me. Pittsburgh Steelers at Cleveland Browns. Um, I think I'm actually going with the Steelers on the road, even though the Browns are looking to potentially get Chubb back and Baker Mayfield should be starting. But this one is another one I was thinking about a lot because I think Pittsburgh is like a 3.5 point underdog or a 4 point
Yeah, three and a
underdog.
half points underdog. Yep.
Um, so yeah, the Steelers, I'm going with them in this game. I think it's going to be a little bit of a surprise, but I think that they got this one.
I think so too. Actually, I think maybe Cleveland. Actually, I can't. Did they play their first game already? This is the first game. I can't remember.
Cleveland?
Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Did they play already? Is this
No, not yet. Not
okay?
this
Cool.
year.
Yeah, I think maybe Cleveland gets them the second time around later on in the year when they're healthy again. But like right now, they're just they got they got away with playing kind of a I wouldn't say a bad team last week, but not necessarily a tough one. So I think I'm with you on that. I think Pittsburgh gets this one.
Yeah, that should be good. That should be definitely pretty interesting. But I mean, if Chubb does change that dynamic, and I
Yeah,
definitely love to see him out there, man. That's my Georgia Bulldog. So
yes, sir.
we'll see. But next up, Philadelphia Eagles at Detroit Lions.
Taking Detroit on this one. I think this is their week. Their week to really get that first dub.
I think so too. I'm going with Detroit as well. I'm a big fan of the way they're playing. They might be the best 0-7 team ever. You know what I'm
For
saying?
real. For
Um,
real.
but we'll find out more about them this next week. But I do think that they'll get it done at home.
Yeah,
Um, Next up, Tennessee Titans at Indianapolis Colts. I'm going with the Titans on this one.
yeah, me too.
That one should be pretty easy. Um, well, actually, you never know in the division, but it should be. It should be pretty
True.
straightforward.
True.
Um, Next up, though, we got the Cincinnati Bengals at the New York Jets. This was one of your locks.
Yep. Cincinnati for sure, man. I love the way they've been playing, man. And they're having fun, dude. I love watching Joe Burrow play. Like that dude has all the confidence in the world, but backs it up. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
love it. He's playing good.
Yeah, no, he definitely is. And the rookie, that combination is dope.
Yeah. Even
So
Joe
I'm going
Mixon's playing well. He's not injured yet. You know what I'm saying? Like he's playing
True.
well.
True, yeah. Fingers crossed on that, but he has always
Knock on
been a
some
beast,
wood.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely going with the Bengals with you on that one. Last game of the morning, Los Angeles Rams at Houston Texans. Rams. That's pretty
Rams
easy.
for sure. I heard that they might be getting back Tyrod Taylor, but I'm still going Rams. This is a tough game to come back to. They should give him one more week.
Yeah, no, I feel you. They probably should. They should be like, it doesn't really matter. Let's give them a little extra time.
We ain't making nothing this year. Let's just
Right. Before we jump over to the afternoon, we're going to welcome Grace to the show.
Absolutely.
She says, I haven't placed any bets. My picks are bad. And like we say, I'm saying the disclaimer, this is not betting advice, not betting advice. But we do appreciate you playing along with us in the pick'em. And if you're listening in and you're not in the pick'em, you can go to the link in the bio or the description of this video and join in with us and have some fun. We give out prizes every week to whoever wins. So that's what's up. I'm looking back, Bobby. Thank you for making your picks along the way. And I think you're with us on all of these, going against Strizzy and on the Bears pick. But I think you're kind of with us so far. That's what's up. Keep them coming. For the afternoon, we have New England Patriots at the Los Angeles Chargers. Who are you picking in this game outright?
Los Angeles. They're coming off a tough loss to the Ravens bye week and trying to get back on track. I think they're still a good football team, but it's close. It's a close one.
Yeah, I know. This one's a really close one to me, too. I'm actually going with the Patriots only because I feel like they've been picking up momentum.
Yeah.
And the way the Ravens beat the Chargers, right, I feel like Bill Belichick and even his son, Mullet Belichick, is like great at looking at that and emulating that. I feel like he's going to have a game plan that's going to challenge exactly the way the Ravens challenged them.
Yeah.
Plus any other twists that they might have changed to that, like in the last week. They're just so good at preparing.
Exactly.
So I'm thinking that the Patriots pull this one off. But Oh, Bobby says, "Why am I not in the pick'em?" Why, Bobby? Will it's not too late, man. Get
Yeah.
in there, click on that, and it's through Yahoo. It's a lot of fun. So jump right in, and we'll be looking for your alter ego name, your team name this week. So next up, Jacksonville at Seattle. How you feeling on that one?
Seattle?
Yeah, Seattle with a question mark, man. I don't know. I'm going Seattle too. They're at home. They
Yeah,
play
that's
pretty
yeah.
decent. Like they play pretty solid.
Right.
Even if they don't have any big time playmakers anymore besides Adams on defense. So and then Jacksonville's just bad. So
Yeah.
they're not going to be saved like they were in London.
No.
Um, all right, next up, Washington football team at Denver Broncos. I'm interested. I need your help on this one too.
Dude, who you telling, man? It's Denver. I so Denver because I think they're getting back Jerry Judy this week, and I think they were getting somebody else back on defense. I think, or maybe it might have been two of it. Basically, I think they're getting back some pretty key players back to their starting lineup. So I think they get this dub. I think they're still got a really good defense that keeps them in games, and I think they'll do just enough to edge over Washington this week.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you too. Like the Broncos, they disappointed me last week, honestly, against Cleveland. Like I was not surprising that. I feel
Yeah.
like it's time for them to almost just go to lock just so that they can be more dynamic on
Mhm.
offense because they're just really not doing anything. I don't know if it's the play calling or what it is, but I'm going with them in this game only because Washington football team, I don't know what they are besides like just a decent football team. Like
Right.
they're just kind of like good all over, but they're not like really great. So we'll see. That's kind of a tough one for me though.
Yeah. They
Bobby's
should go
going
with
with
Love. It's like I said,
Washington.
man. Like Teddy's great at not making mistakes, right? Like he's great at not making mistakes, but like I was saying last year on the Panthers, he doesn't win you football games. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And yeah, and that's unfortunate. Like everything has to be going right for him to win. And I think when people look at the 5-0 record he had when Drew Brees went down and the Saints, like everything was set for him, right? You know what I mean? Like the defense was actually really, really good.
Yeah.
Throws the ball early to Kamara, let Kamara do his thing in open field. So I think Teddy averaged like 150 yards passing a game in those 5 starts. Like it's not a lot, especially
Right.
in today's football. So let Locke go at it, man.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that kid, dude. Like
Just
let him
cut
go
it
out there and do
loose.
something. Yeah,
Cut it
exactly.
loose. Absolutely. All right, a couple more games in the afternoon. I do want to welcome in Joan though. Howdy, howdy. Thank you
Hey,
for being here. Thank you for
for
tuning in and
sure.
commenting. Appreciate you. I'm pretty sure Joan is a Cardinals fan. I don't know if she's too into football, but I mean, she's born and raised here in Arizona, and I just love and appreciate Joan. So that's what's up. Thank you for tuning in.
Absolutely.
Um, Next up, let's see. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at New Orleans Saints. I'm going with Tampa Bay in this one. They're really rolling. The Saints just look like mediocre.
Yeah.
But who do you
Tampa as
got in this
well.
one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tampa. After that 600 touchdown, you know what I'm saying? They're looking to break more records and stuff like that, throw more touchdowns. So,
Keep them
yeah,
coming.
I'm going with that. Then the nightcap. So, Halloween night. Hopefully, nothing too spooky happens during this. The Dallas Cowboys at the Minnesota Vikings. This should be a good, fun game as a nightcap. I'm going with America's team. You know that's my squad, anyways. But I will say, they're still, trying to act like Dak Prescott may or may not play, or that they're talking about maybe resting him. I'm like, no, let him play, let him do his thing, man. Keep this momentum rolling, because we'll need him in this game. I feel like Minnesota is going to run all over us with Cook, and they just always play us tough for some reason.
Yeah.
But I'm going with the Cowboys in a close one. What do you got?
I agree. I'm taking Dallas in this one too, and I think it'll be close because they're it's an away game for them. But I'm with you, dude. Leave it up to Dak. If Dak's like, no, I'm fine, let him play. You know what I mean? Let him
Yeah,
play. But hopefully that's also Dak being honest with himself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him to be like, I can play, but he's actually in a lot of pain. But I'm with you. I think he's okay. Let him play, write it out, unless anything else. Unless we find something else out later. But I'm with
right.
you. I take Dallas in this game too.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we got one more game to do. Oh, and Unk joining
I'm,
in.
I'm just about
What's
to say,
good?
what's
What's
up, huh?
good? Thank you for tuning in. And also, we saw your comments last week about the spreadsheet. I want to know, like, what kind of spreadsheet are you putting together? Is it for your picks or what's going on with that? Um, and I also wanted to thank you for joining in on Pick 'em every week and stuff. It's close. Prime was in the tiebreaker, I feel like last week, but just
Yeah.
almost won. So, great job there. Monday night, we talked about this one a little bit. We previewed this one, but we got the New York Giants at the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm going with the Chiefs. I feel like it should be a blowout. And if they're looking the way they looked the last couple of weeks against the Giants, then I'm going to be more concerned than I thought. But I'm looking for the Chiefs to bounce back and definitely get right in this game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I think this has to be their bounce back game. You know what I'm saying? Like they're trying to get right, trying to right the ship, get back into Chiefs football. So it's got to be this. If there's any game, it's got to be this one.
Yeah, I agree. After this one, full panic button. You know what I'm saying? Mash that panic button if it doesn't. If it
Yep.
doesn't. But Oh, and Unc said he was working on a spreadsheet for work. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Okay. Yeah, it's like I said on Tuesday, man. Like the hands on the button, but it
Yeah,
hasn't been pressed just yet. They lose this game, the button's being pressed. Like
exactly. Like you know
it's
what I'm
panic
saying?
time.
Full five car alarm and all that stuff.
For
So,
sure.
oh man. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Unc said he might be going to Puerto Rico to build some wind turbines. That's what's up, man. Sounds like Unc, you're doing some big things out there. But let me know if you need some help on the spreadsheet, man. I'm pretty good with the spreadsheets. So that's one thing I've learned in the 9 to 5 world for sure is
That's
how to put together a
facts.
little spreadsheet. So
The man I
um
always go to when you help with the spreadsheet.
all right, couple of teams on their bye week. There's less bye weeks this week, so more fun, more games. But the Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens will be resting. So if you got fantasy picks and stuff like that, make sure you get your squad in there. Make sure you replace your Lamar Jacksons and your Darren Wallers and all that. So that's what it is. Anything else you want to touch on though, real quick before we knock out of here?
No, like you hit everything, man. Yeah, make sure you get your picks in, fantasy, all that fun stuff. I messed up last week by keeping somebody in. I shouldn't have kept it on accident. Cost me a matchup.
I
But
think I played that guy too. So
yeah, yeah. So but yeah, man. Another solid episode.
yeah, for sure. No, appreciate you guys being here with us. I will say real quick, happy Halloween to everybody out there. Be safe.
For
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? Whatever you do, make sure you get home safe to your loved ones and just enjoy yourself. For me, I always say, all treats, no tricks. And yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday during the regular show, Tuesday night, to recap the whole weekend in sports, do all of our topics, and then we'll be back Thursday to see how many bags we secured. So that's it. Week 8 in the books. We're locked in, and we'll see how we do. We'll be back soon. It's your boy AW.
And your boy Strizzy.
Peace.